The prediction in Betelgeuse's mysteries narrator. Elon Musk is making waves again with a prediction that has left many people scratching their heads. This time, it's not about new technology or space exploration, it's about something much more cosmic. Musk has raised alarms, claiming that Betelgeuse, one of the largest and brightest stars in our galaxy, could be on the verge of exploding within just 2 weeks. What's even more surprising is Musk's assertion that this event, should it occur, could have effects much closer to home than we initially thought, specifically in parts of New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. For many, the idea of a star exploding and affecting Earth seems almost like something out of a science fiction movie, but with Musk's track record of being involved in cutting-edge ventures, his warning has captured a lot of attention. Now, let's take a closer look at this potentially world-shaking prediction. Could this cosmic explosion really impact us in ways we didn't anticipate? What exactly is Betelgeuse, and why is it so significant that it's been on scientists' radars for years? What is Betelgeuse? To understand Musk's prediction, we first need to get a better sense of what Betelgeuse is. Betelgeuse is a red supergiant star, which means it is in the later stages of its life. It resides in the Orion constellation, and if you've ever looked up at the night sky, you've probably noticed its reddish hue. It's one of the brightest stars we can see with the naked eye. But here's where things get interesting. Betelgeuse is far from being a regular star. It is enormous, about 700 times the size of our Sun, and its immense size makes it a fascinating subject of study for scientists. Stars like Betelgeuse don't burn as slowly and steadily as our Sun. Instead, they live fast and die young. Betelgeuse has been burning through its fuel at an alarming rate, and now it's reached the end of its lifespan. This means it's destined for a supernova, a catastrophic event that occurs when a star exhausts its fuel and collapses in on itself. In fact, Betelgeuse has already begun showing signs of instability. Back in 2019 and early 2020, it exhibited a strange phenomenon where it dimmed significantly, which sparked widespread speculation among astronomers. Could this be a sign that Betelgeuse was finally reaching the end of its life? Scientists have been eagerly monitoring it ever since, but no one could have predicted the timeline until Elon Musk made his shocking claim. Musk's bold prediction, Musk's announcement that Betelgeuse could go supernova in just 2 weeks, sent shockwaves through the scientific community. It's not every day that a prominent figure with little background in astrophysics starts making specific predictions about cosmic events. While Musk's prediction has raised eyebrows, some scientists have found his timeline intriguing. Michio Kaku, a renowned theoretical physicist, has weighed in, saying that Betelgeuse's time may be nearing its end. However, Kaku is much more cautious than Musk. He doesn't foresee any direct consequences for Earth, despite agreeing that a supernova could be imminent. But Musk's warning goes further than just predicting a spectacular light show. According to Musk, the explosion of Betelgeuse could have dramatic and far-reaching consequences for our planet. He suggests that radiation from the explosion could reach Earth, specifically affecting regions like New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. What are the chances of this? Could Betelgeuse's explosion really cause what happens during a supernova and potential impact? Narrator. To understand whether Musk's prediction is feasible, we need to delve into what actually happens during a supernova. A supernova marks the explosive death of a star, and when it occurs, it releases a tremendous amount of energy, more than we can possibly imagine. For a brief moment, it can shine brighter than an entire galaxy. Betelgeuse's supernova, if it happens, would likely outshine the moon and could be visible to the naked eye during the daytime, a spectacle we've never seen before. The explosion is caused by a dramatic collapse of the star's core. As the core of the star collapses inward, it causes an explosive release of energy. The resulting shockwave radiates outward, releasing gamma rays, cosmic rays, and other high-energy particles into space. These particles and radiation travel across space at incredible speeds. But here's where it gets interesting. Musk has raised concerns that this radiation could affect Earth. Betelgeuse is 640 light-years away, which might seem like an immense distance. In the grand scheme of the universe, it is far enough away that most scientists believe we're not in any real danger. However, Musk has pointed out that the gamma rays and cosmic radiation from the supernova could travel across this vast distance and impact our planet's atmosphere and technology. The potential threat to Earth. So, what exactly would happen if these high-energy particles did reach Earth? For one, they could disrupt satellite communications, GPS systems, and even cause power outages if they were strong enough to interfere with electrical grids. Satellites, which are crucial to our daily lives, would be particularly vulnerable to this cosmic radiation. If these satellites were to fail, it could cause widespread communication failures, navigation issues, and even disrupt important services like weather forecasting, financial transactions, and global communications. But the concerns don't stop there. Cosmic rays are also high-energy particles that are produced in supernovae. While Earth's magnetic field usually protects us from most cosmic rays, some of these particles could still penetrate the atmosphere and reach the surface. This could result in increased radiation levels in the atmosphere, which, although unlikely to cause immediate harm to the general population, could increase cancer risks for those exposed to it for prolonged periods, such as astronauts or frequent high-altitude flyers. Should we be worried? Even with all these risks, scientists remain largely unconcerned. The consensus among experts is that Betelgeuse's distance from Earth is far enough that most of the harmful radiation will dissipate before it reaches us. In fact, scientists don't expect a direct catastrophic impact. However, technology is a different matter. As our world becomes more dependent on satellites and electronic systems, even minor disruptions could have a serious impact on our daily lives. In conclusion, while the explosion of Betelgeuse is sure to be a breathtaking event, it's unlikely to cause widespread destruction on Earth. That being said, the potential for technology disruptions and increased radiation exposure could still affect us in ways we hadn't anticipated. Even so, we are still a long way from having to prepare for any significant danger. Musical note, outro music. Musical note: if you enjoyed this deep dive into Betelgeuse and Elon Musk's prediction, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more updates on this cosmic event. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you believe Betelgeuse will explode soon? Or is Musk